back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Tanner, and I haven't posted a vlog style video in a little bit because I have been very busy. Nothing wrong, just like lots of life stuff and work stuff. So I've been tied up with that, and I did post a video last week centered more towards the travel agent part of my life. It is about Disney World and how to choose the perfect Disney World resort for your trip. So if you are a fan of Disney World or you're considering going, pop over and take a peek and let me know what you think. For today, I am going to be showing a couple different things to you. So, oh, sorry, I almost fell over here. I'm going to be showing you a little bit about what I am packing for an overnight trip. So my husband and I are going away for just one night tomorrow night. We are celebrating his birthday, a little bit belated. He had a birthday in February. We are celebrating our anniversary, but it's so funny because we have been married for 4 years in May, but we've been together for 6 years as of this past March, so last month. And even though we've been married for 4 years, we still tend to celebrate our first date anniversary more than we celebrate our wedding anniversary. So I don't know if other people do that, but I remember growing up, my parents only celebrated their wedding anniversary, and I don't think I even knew when that first date was. So anyway, that's what we tend to do. So we're celebrating kind of a bunch of things together. I got him this gift, overnight experience type gift for his birthday. I feel like guys are so hard to shop for because if they want something, they just tend to go buy it themselves. Not that, we don't do that too as women, but it's for whatever reason, I just feel like it's hard for guys to shop for them. So an experience gift, I feel like, is a really great option. So I'm going to show you what I'm packing for my overnight bag, and then I will show you what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. I just want an easy dinner. It's been a week for both of us. My husband's been working a lot, as he always does, but it was a particularly trying week for him. I had a lot going on, and then my son accidentally broke my windshield yesterday. Long story, but it's been a week. I was just saying to my husband that parenthood is not for the faint of heart. It's a rocky road sometimes. So everyone's fine, just normal life stuff. So anyway, we're going to have an easy dinner tonight, and then I'm going to show you what we're bringing with us for food, because the place we're staying, we live here in New Hampshire. The place we're staying for one night is in Maine, and it's supposed to have a really beautiful view of the coast. And then there are some restaurants open around that area right now, but it's more of a touristy seasonal area. And the main reason I booked this location was because it was going to be quiet this time of year, so we can have some forced kind of relaxation and downtime. Neither one of us are really great at taking downtime. And they have a really cool sauna. They call it the baths, but it's sauna and hot tub combination that the guests can use. And it's only open till 7 o'clock at night. So we can check in at 4. And I thought to myself, if we go out to dinner, which is what we were going to do, by the time we get back, we have very little time with the sauna and hot tub situation if it closes at 7. So I said, you know what, let's just bring some food with us. So we're going to bring kind of like a charcuterie board type of situation. And so I went shopping this morning at Trader Joe's. So I'm going to show you what we're bringing with us for the little trip, and then show you what I'm making for dinner and what else I get up to today. That might be it. And then what I'm packing. So I'll do all of that, and then I'm gonna try to film some footage while we're at this location tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, so I don't know how great the footage will be, but if I can get some good footage, I will either put it in this video or I will put it into a separate video in case anyone's thinking about coming to Maine for a little vacation. So yeah, let's get to packing. Hi, back to show you what I am packing for my overnight trip. Put on a sweatshirt. It is so cold here in New Hampshire. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but I think it's probably in the low 40s. we just have not really seen spring yet. We had one day a few weeks ago that was 60, but boy, it is like really not feeling like spring here at all. And this whole weekend is going to be kind of gray and rainy and yucky. So waiting for nicer weather. Anyhow, this is what I'm bringing with me for my little overnight trip. I used to be an overpacker, but I try very hard now not to do that because most of the stuff I used to bring was never worn, and it was just a waste of time to bring it and space. So I told you that we are kind of doing like a low-key, bringing food with us, just going to be enjoying the hot tub and sauna that this hotel or inn offers. So I have a bathing suit packed, and then I always bring with me a wet bag. I think I can link this for you. This came from Amazon. It's by a company called, I think Wander, Wander. I don't know if they still sell this exact one, but if they do, I will link it for you. Any wet bag works well, but they're great just because if your bathing suit's wet, which I doubt it will dry overnight, you can just throw the bathing suit in here, and then you don't get the rest of your stuff all wet. And then I have a bathing suit cover up. The area where they have the sauna and the hot tub is shared with any other guests that may be staying there. I don't anticipate, because as I said, this is like a seasonal spot. I do not think it's going to be very busy there, but I don't really want to walk around in just my bathing suit, so I have a cover up. And then for after we use the hot tub, I brought my favorite new, I'm bringing my favorite new sweat set. So this is from Ron John's in Cocoa Beach, the surf shop, the biggest surf shop in the world, I believe. And if you've watched my other vlogs, one of my other ones, I talked about unpacking from my last actual trip, which was a cruise my family and I took in February. We went out of Cape Canaveral, and so the cruise left out. But if you're anybody who cruises, you may know this, and if you work with me as your travel agent, I would always tell you this. Wherever you are leaving from for your cruise port, go into that port one day before, because you don't want to fly into the port the day you are leaving. You could have a delay in your flight, and then you could miss your ship, which of course would be catastrophic. So we always go the night before. We stayed right on Cocoa Beach, and we were just like a block away from this surf shop, Ron John Surf Shop. It was so much fun. My son, who is almost 13, likes to surf. Again, we're in New Hampshire, so we do not get really surf-worthy waves. It's enough to get up on a board, but it's nothing like it, like they see in Florida or California or anything. But it's enough just to have a little fun out there. And so he really enjoyed walking around, and we both bought sweatsuits. So this one's so cool. I'm gonna unfold it to show you. It's just got the logo up here with a palm tree, and then the back has a whole big palm tree thing on it. I love it. It's so soft and comfy, and the sweat pants are a wide leg, which is my first pair of these, and they are ridiculously comfortable. So I thought that would be really nice to have sort of after the hot tub and sauna and a shower. And I brought just a green t-shirt that kind of matches with that. And then I grabbed one of my long line bralettes. This is from a company called Arden, and they sell them at Target. I think it's pronounced Arden, but I'll link it. No, it's not. It's Auden, A-U-D-E-N. And I am I'm not flat-chested, so we'll say that, as you could probably tell. So I have a really hard time with bralettes. They're super comfortable, but they oftentimes don't do enough in the support department. But these long line ones I found are so awesome. They actually do offer some support, probably because they're a long line. So this like banded bottom section does a lot in terms of support. And of course the straps are adjustable, and I'm kind of, I'm only 5'1", and I'm very sort of small through this area. So I usually have to like ratchet all my bras down to the lowest possible or tightest possible like strap setting. So it's nice that these are adjustable as well. So I will link those if I can find them. Can't say enough about those bras. or bralettes. And then I bought some cozy socks. So that's kind of like my hangout in the room with my husband. We're probably going to bring like maybe a book and just, there's a fireplace in our room and just really kind of relax with a drink. And then I bought some pajamas. These are from Walmart. They're so cozy and comfortable. The brand is Joy Spun, which I'm sure if you are a lover of pajamas, you may have heard of this brand because they're quite popular. Cute little matching set, pants and shirt. So that will be my pajama set for the night. Of course, I just unfolded it, so I'm gonna refold it. Extra pair of socks. And then for the next morning, I just grabbed some leggings. Because we aren't going out for dinner, we are going to go out for breakfast the next morning. So I'll just probably wear this same sweatshirt as part of my sweat set, but the pants are a little long for me to sort of wear out in the world. So I will just pop on these leggings and my sneakers and we'll be good to go. And let me show you what I'm bringing as far as toiletries go. I haven't packed my makeup yet because I'll do that tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna go very minimal. And you guys have seen my makeup routine from my first video as kind of my everyday makeup. So I'll just pop in like a tinted moisturizer with SPF and a mascara, probably my eyeliner, a little bit of blush and bronzer, and that will probably be it. But as far as what I'm bringing for my toiletries, first the bag I'm bringing is this awesome bag, also from Amazon. It's by a company called Esvan. It's ESVAN. There was lots and lots of patterns and colors to choose from, and it's a really great size bag for an overnight. I also oftentimes will bring this as my carry-on bag for the plane. There's pockets on both sides for like a water bottle or something you want easily accessible. Big pocket on the outside, and then on the inside there's lots of options. There's one good sized pocket right here on this side. And then on the other side, you have this really cool, I'll kind of pull it out for you, piece here that has a couple of different pockets. So it's a really great way to sort of divide up your stuff. It's nice and deep and easily thrown over your arm. It does not have the sort of, I don't know what they call them, trolley slots, I guess I would say, where if you had a wheelie bag, you could stick it over that handle. It doesn't have that, but it is a really nice bag. And the outside of it kind of has like a texture where I think if it probably is like water resistant. So if water got on it, I don't think that it would get, really seep into the bag too much. Okay, so getting into toiletries, I have this really cute bag I got from a subscription box. I'm pretty sure that it is food grade, but I like it for travel, so we're going to use it for my little overnight. I always bring some Tylenol in case anyone gets a headache. To wash my face at night, I use this, which is Clean It Zero. It's a cleansing balm, and I love it. It comes in a bunch of different, I don't know, I was going to say flavors, but that's not right. It comes in a bunch of different types based on skin, the type of skin that you have, whether it's sensitive or aging, or you're dealing with like hyperpigmentation, things like that. So this is just the one for every or all skin types, and I really like it. I have tried a couple of the other ones. I haven't tried one that I haven't liked so far. You can find them at Ulta, and it's a fantastic cleansing balm at a reasonable price. So I use that at night. And then I have two prescription topical creams I use from my dermatologist to keep my skin clear. When I hit about 35 to 40, I started getting some really bad hormonal acne. And these creams she has me on have been complete game changers. So one of them is one that I use at night, and my hack is that I put them in these in the contact container like this, which I don't wear contacts, but my husband does. So we have some of these hanging around. I put my morning one on this side, my evening one on this side, and I label one side PM so I don't get them mixed up. And it's great for airplane travel as well because it doesn't take up much room and you can pop it right into your liquids bag easily. So I will use a little bit of the nighttime cream mixed with my night cream, which is in here, and that is a CeraVe night cream, which I love. This that I use at night is a like a retinoin type product, and so it will dry my skin out if I don't mix it with some really good night cream. And then for the morning, I wash off that tretinoin or retinol cream with this from CeraVe, just a hydrating cleanser, and follow that up with my morning prescription cream mixed with some of this regular cream from CeraVe. That works really well for me, that combo. And then, of course, I have some flossers, toothbrush, toothpaste. This is my favorite deodorant from Lumi. And this is the travel size one in tangerine, but I also love the coconut, and they have a powder one that smells like powder. I like all three of those. They have a couple other scents. I'm not a big lavender fan. They have a lavender one, and I think I've seen a rose one too. I don't like floral smells. I like citrus and kind of like coconutty kind of smells. So these are the ones that I like. And then I brought a little bit of this. I don't have much left in here, but I bought a little bit of this perfume or spray from Brazilian Crush. This is their number 39, and it is a coconut kind of praline smell, which I really like. So all of that is going to go into here for my toiletries. Here's what's going in my makeup bag for my overnight trip. I have this super cute, can you tell I like tropical printed stuff? Super cute little makeup bag. This came from Amazon. I will try to link that as well. I've already got my blush brush and bronzer brush in here. It needs to be washed, so don't judge me. I like this. I think I mentioned in my other makeup video that I did, or video where I talked about makeup, that I rotate between this CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen Sheer Tint SPF. And then I have another one by Kosas that I love that's like a tinted kind of bronzy one that has SPF as well. But this is the one I'm choosing to pop in my bag for the overnight. It works when I'm a little bit paler, and I've not seen a lot of sun recently. So then I'm going to bring my favorite bronzer from NARS. This is in the shade, I have it upside down here, Laguna 2. And then I'm going to throw in this blush from Lawless. It's in a super pretty color. It's like a really bright, corally, kind of poppy, almost red color. It looks intense, but it's really not once you get it on your cheeks. And that is in the shade Cherry Pie. It's really, really pretty. So I'm bringing that along. And then my favorite eyeliner. This one I have actually only been able to find on Amazon. I used to find it in Walmart, but I can't anymore. It's from Rimmel, and it is a Kind and Free Clean Eye Definer. And then I'm bringing, I did decide to bring a little shadow stick. I probably won't use it in the morning, but just in case I feel like I want to be fancy. This is by Hard Candy, and I found out about these shadow sticks because of Emily, who, if you are a makeup person, you probably know her. She has a long time YouTube channel, very, very long. And she's been talking about these for a while, the Hard Candy Eye Definer. They come in a bunch of great colors. This pony color is kind of like a muted kind of purpley, and it's like super easy to blend. You just wipe it on, one color, kind of done look. So I'm bringing that. And then one of my favorite mascaras, which is the Maybelline Falsies. You can tell that this one has been used because I have practically worn off the packaging there, so the over label. So that's my makeup for my overnight. what I'm bringing for our charcuterie board. So I have deconstructed a few of these things, and one thing I already got into. So let me show you what I got. I love these crisps from Trader Joe's. If you go to Trader Joe's as frequently as I do, or even less frequently, you probably know that they have these all year round, but they change up the flavors. There was also an olive and something one, but my husband doesn't like olives, so I chose the raisin and rosemary. These are just really yummy, great flavor. And then I also got some of these multigrain pita bite crackers, which are don't have as much flavor, so they're good for cheeses that have more flavor. I picked up this chicken uncured bacon ranch dip. I've never had this, but wanted to pick up something a little bit heartier. I picked up these sourdough rye chips, which I have had before, and they're delicious. I found a little package of 5. I'm only going to bring 4 with me, but these little mini brie bites. They're so cute. And I think I haven't opened them yet, but I think there's a whole little tiny mini brie wheel in there. So super cute. And my husband adores smoked Gouda, so I picked up this Dutch smoked Gouda cheese. I love this Scotch bonnet chili pepper cheese, which I have told you guys about before. It is so good. It's spicy, but not like the kind of spice that you only taste this and then you can't taste anything else for a long time. It's just a really nice, pleasurable amount of spice. And then I found this cute little tapas sampler with 3 different kinds of Spanish cheeses in it. I picked up some smoked salami and this, which I've never seen before. This is a beef prosciutto. It looks really interesting. I think regular prosciutto, I like it, but it has an awful lot of fat in it. Like you can usually see like the whole ribbon of fat on it. So I thought this one would be, it looks a lot leaner and probably pretty good. So I can't wait to check that out. And then I picked up these crispy crunchy coated peanuts. It says they're savory and sweet and salty. I have never had these before, so I will report back on those. And then these, which I have had before, and I love them, Everything But the Bagel Nut Duos, almonds and cashews with if you like their Everything But the Bagel seasoning mix, it is the same flavor, only on nuts. Really yummy. And then as more of a dessert thing, I picked up this dark chocolate peanut butter cup container. My husband loves peanut butter cups. He's like a peanut butter nut. That would be his choice of dessert options, would always be pimping with peanut butter. And then I have this over here with dessert because this, guys, I don't even know how to describe this. This was over with the cheeses, and you can tell I already got into it. I was just so intrigued that I wanted to check it out. It says on it that it is a baked lemon ricotta cheese. Delightful sweet and tart combination of ricotta and lemon, made in Italy. This, when I tell you this is unique, it almost tastes like cheesecake. Actually, it tastes a lot like cheesecake, like a ricotta cheesecake with lemon. It's absolutely delicious. And it's got it definitely has that sweet tart combination. I don't know if I would really have, if I was Trader Joe's, if I would have put it with the cheese, because although ricotta is a cheese, it doesn't taste like cheese. It tastes like a dessert. So really yummy. I don't know if I'm going to bring it with us, or if my husband tries it and likes it, I'll bring it. He doesn't always love lemon, so if he doesn't love it, I'll probably just leave it home because it is really like a piece of cheesecake. But yeah, so that's what I am bringing, and then we can get into dinner in just a minute. I forgot about the veggies, guys. I also brought some vegetables to go with our little charcuterie board. I picked up these sweet mini peppers. These are so yummy, and you can cut them in half, and they're nice little scoop type situations. Pardon my dogs playing in the background. And I thought this would be really good with that chicken bacon ranch dip that I picked up, and then some cucumbers, which I will slice up and bring with us. For dinner tonight, I am making hoisin stir-fried bowls. This recipe comes together super easily, and it's sort of an adaptation of something I found online. So this sauce came right from a recipe I found online, but then the other ingredients I add are kind of my own take on it. So the sauce, the spicy peanut sauce, starts out with a 1/4 cup of natural peanut butter, a tablespoon of sriracha, teaspoon of soy sauce, teaspoon of grated fresh ginger. I actually use jarred ginger, teaspoon of brown sugar, and 3 tablespoons of hot water. That might seem strange, but I'm going to show you why in a minute. So here are my ingredients. I use the Teddy's All Natural Smooth Peanut Butter. This one's almost empty. Sriracha, the lower sodium soy sauce, and the ginger in the jar, and my container of brown sugar there. And when you have those ingredients together here, because this is a natural peanut butter, it is coming together, but it's going to be very thick and not seem like it's going to be a sauce at all. So I'm going to stir this up. I can't do it one-handed, but I'm going to stir it up and show you what it looks like, and then what happens and kind of how it transforms when you add in the hot water. So this is the sauce mixed together without the hot water. And you can tell it is way too thick for me to even use a whisk on or to pour over anything. And now I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of hot water. My sink actually has the previous owner of this home put it in, a hot water dispenser, like a tea dispenser, attached to the sink. So that's what I use. It's really hot water. So now you're going to see how this transforms into an actual sauce. Okay, you can see this has come together really nicely, and it is now an actual pourable sauce. And it's a really nice spicy peanut sauce. You could add more brown sugar if you want it a little sweeter. You could add more of the sriracha if you want it a little spicier, which is what I just did. Or if you want a different kind of zing, you could add more of the ginger. And then if you add too much water and it becomes too thin, you could just add a little bit more peanut butter, because that's really what's making it thick to begin with. And yeah, it's a yummy sauce. So I usually put this on the table, and then people can add however much of this that they would like to. And for the rest of the recipe, I have some rice cooking on the stove right now, which is how I serve this. And then all of these things right here. And if you're wondering why it's called hoisin, we end up by adding this later at one of the later steps of the recipe. You can see over here, the next things I'm going to do is I'm going to get some ground pork. You can use pork, chicken, or turkey. I use pork usually. I think the flavor is nice. So I'm gonna cook up some of this ground pork with a little bit of cooking oil. I typically use olive oil or avocado oil with some garlic and some ginger. I'm gonna cook that together in a pan, and then we'll start to add some vegetables. Okay, so I have a little bit of olive oil in my pan here, and I have added in the garlic and the ginger. And yes, I just used, again, like this ginger and this. My garlic actually is empty now. And could I use fresh? Absolutely. But this is my quick and easy meal. So again, making it quick and easy. I'm gonna stir that around a little bit in the olive oil, and then I'm going to add this nice packet of Trader Joe's ground pork and cook it down. While the pork was cooking, I cut up some carrots and some peppers. And with these, I like to cut them up small because they'll cook faster. I think when you're doing a stir fry, that just makes it sort of the easiest way to go about doing it. So now that the pork is cooked, I'm going to add these veggies. Veggies are added, and I'm going to put the cover onto this pan, and I'm going to turn the burner down to kind of like a medium-low so that those veggies can get a little bit soft before we move on to the next step. Okay, this has been covered for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, and the vegetables have started to soften just a little bit. And now we're going to do the final step, which is to add in the hoisin sauce. This is 1/3 cup of hoisin sauce, and also 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Get the rest of that out with my spatula in a minute. And then I'm going to drizzle on a little bit of this sesame oil, which is part of the recipe. This sesame oil does have a very strong flavor. I love it, but if you don't like a lot, you don't have to put it in at all, or you could just put a little tiny bit in. So I'm gonna mix this together, and then I'm gonna show you how this all comes together and gets plated up. All right, this is how I finish off the dish. So in this bowl, I have jasmine rice underneath, topped it with the pork hoisin sauce vegetable mixture. And then I'm going to drizzle over some of this really yummy, spicy peanut sauce. You can put as much or as little as you like. My husband and I both love this sauce, so we like to put quite a bit on. It's really yummy. And then I like to sprinkle on some scallion or green onion, depending on what you call it. And then I'm gonna sprinkle on a few of these toasted sesame seeds. And that's it, guys. It's delicious. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for my little meal prep session. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go enjoy this. And don't forget, if you need a travel agent who is type A, so you don't have to be, I'm your girl. Take care. See you next time.